Hello everyone, it's Steve Ryder here, the voice of motorsport for 50 years. Well, last week I retired, so now we really do have two washed up has-beens presenting this all season's rubbish from one of the worst F1 YouTubers out there. Anyway, welcome to F1 24, where once again the Hookster will be starting at the back of the grid in a rubbish car. But wait, will he? Well, stay tuned to find out, and yes, it's bound to be crap. So I started on ITV, then the BBC, and then back to ITV for the F1 coverage, then finished out my career on British touring cars, where my exit was smoother than Gary Lineker's exit. The Hookster remembers me from the tragic Imola race of 1994, where I said Senna's condition was grave, something that still makes him cry to this day. Anyway, I am off now. You can watch this all season's rubbish. The Hookster thinks he is as good as me. Yeah, not a chance.
Thank you, Steve, for your vast contribution to motorsport. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 24. Yes, it's that game again. As you can see in the video, it just went past, but we're sort of in the middle at the moment, So, as you can see, we had a slight problem in the last round, apparently. I can't remember, but maybe we did. And we are now going to put in a complete new engine set because we are really knackered now on components. So we're just going to take the penalty, which means we'll be starting right from the back of the grid in our Green Hornet car. Oh my god. Anyway, here we go. It's time for the next Grand Prix. It's time for the Azerbaijani Stick It Up Your Barmy Army Grand Prix. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. And practice has been completed. We've got some more lovely resource points. Another 491. They are well stingy on F1 24. Well stingy indeed. Anyway, let's have a look and see if our rating's gone up. Come on. I need the ratings. I need the bloody It doesn't look like it.
It is a truly unique layout. Welcome to Baku and welcome to qualifying.
So here we are at Baku for our first qualifying run. Let's see what time we can put in. Apparently we've achieved some kind of objective. I don't know what it was, but we've achieved it. Let's have a look and see if we can achieve pole position as we're about to cross the line. Now, so that is going to be a resounding no. That it's 2.1 seconds behind pole position as we accelerate forward now to just 7.5 minutes left to qualify. And oh my goodness gracious, bloody good gold. We are down to last position at the moment and we are down the deltas. Look at that, almost 2. In fact, I think we just backed off out of that. Yes, we backed off because we knew we weren't going to improve on our time. So it's time for our last run. In fact, qualifying is over and we are almost a second up on the deltas. We're still in last place though, so this is only going to be about, I don't know, 18th, 17th position as we're about to cross the line. Let's have a look. It's still only a second. I think it's going to be 17th. Let's have a look as we cross the line and it is going to be... Oh my god. It's still last. What? Wait, what? Why? George Russell got pole position. Carlos Sainz got second and we ended up plumb bloody last. Okay then, let's bloody well do this.
A warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home of course of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today. So our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully out of the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Albon, Russell, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Bottas, Gasly, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Sargent and Hollywood. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me is Anthony Davidson. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going? Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
And now once again we play our favourite game, and that is, can we stop in our box? And the answer to that is going to be a resounding no. As with 5 lights go out now on the All Seasons career, baby. It's away we go from last position on the grid. We've got Yuki Tsunoda, we've got Logan's Private as well, and we're going to sneak past Yuki down the inside. In fact, past a huge amount of cars into turn 1. This is going to get very, very tight, but that's just how the hooks likes it. We're up now to 13th. Yes, unlucky for some, but we go for a move on Ocon, and all we plough into the back of George and Russell, and Ocon actually gets the place back off us. So 13th position at the moment. Let's see if we can dive down inside of Ocon, because we're going to break very, very late this next turn. So we can do it. Yes, we can do it on Ocon. What about George and Russell though? What about George and Russell? No, we're still going for Ocon at the moment, but we do manage to get past. Fantastic. So past Esty Bestie. And we are still outside the points though, 12th position. And George Russell's got a little bit of problem with his own teammate there, Lewis Hamilton. And in the melee, we dive down the inside of George Russell. Up now to 11th now. Are we going to get past Hammy? Let's see if we can dive it down the inside of Lulu. Oh, and another car as well. That's a Williams. And we sidle down the inside. And we've got it. That was Albon. And we're up into 9th position as we go through the castle section for the first time. The tightest corner in Formula 1 currently. And we've done it, lads. Up into the points from last position. It's another fantastic performance from the guy that never gives up and never surrenders. Don't you know? Don't you bloody well know? Yes. So here we are then. 9th place for us. Lance Stroll is ahead of us. 1.4 already from Lance Stroll. Oh, this game's fixed. Anyway, we're about to complete the first lap of the Grand Prix, still holding to 9th place. Albon's now in 10th position, Lewis Hamilton's dropped down to 11th place. And Lance Stroll is still ahead, and so is Fernando Alonso. And Albon's going for a move round the outside. In fact, he gets past. No DRS yet, of course, though. It's just pure slipstream speed, because this car, don't forget, is very, very slow indeed. But look at this, we're going down inside. And we've done it. So still holding on to 9th position at the moment as we accelerate forward to lap 2. Just going to lap 3 now. Still in 9th place. We're now 2.3 seconds behind Lancey Boy Stroll. And of course Aston Martin and his teammates ahead of him. That is Alonso. And we are still holding on as we accelerate forward out to lap 5. Just going to lap 6 now. And the gap now between us and Stroll is now 8.2 seconds. I don't think we've got much chance of catching Lance Stroll, to be fair. But Hamilton is getting ever closer. He's now got past Alexander Albon. And he's now the car to try and get past us in 10th place. We accelerate forward now. Oh, we've got a green flag. What's going on? What is going on? I think there's a car stopped. I can see a car stopped on the mini-map. And it's Logan's Private. Logan's Private is out of the Grand Prix. Oh my goodness. And he's sort of out of Formula 1 in real life as well. In fact, that was ages ago. But anyway, we continue now as lap 7. And it's time for us to come in for our pit stop. Yes, so from 9th position, we come in for our stop. Oh, look, the car behind us braked very, very hard there. I hope he's not going to get a penalty for being late on the brakes. But let's see if we can get a good stop from the lads as we come in. Thank you, lads. Yes, change us please onto those yellow sidewall tyres, because we always make one stop. And out we go. It's a good stop for the lads. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. Have a cookie. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. I almost said cookie, but it's a cookie. That's what I'm trying to say. Have a cookie, lads, as we rejoin the field now. I think we're going to be in pretty much last place. Oh no, in fact 17th position on lap 8, 17th place. Wowzers me trousers. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 8, just going past the pits. We've got an objective, but we don't even bother with those anymore. And as you can see, there's about 2 or 3, maybe 4 cars coming to the pits now. Yuki Tsunoda's in, and we have gone into 12th position now. But hopefully we'll get back into the points, because that's where we were at the sort of the start of this Grand Prix as we accelerate forward at lap 9. Yes. So the last of the runners, maybe there may be a few more in fact, but some more runners have definitely come into the pit stop. And so we've got Gasly in, we've got Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger, he's coming as well. And yes, I think that's everyone in fact, because we've now gone back into 9th position that we had pretty much from the start. And Stroll has got past Alonso somehow in the pit stop cycle. As we accelerate forward now to lap 12. Yes, lap 12, still on the 9th place. Alonso's now 16 seconds ahead of us in that Aston Martin car. The car behind us now is Jules de Russell. I don't know what's happened to Lulu as we accelerate for lap 15. We're now in the latter stages of this Grand Prix at Baku, and we are still holding on to 9th position. Jules de Russell's sort of just over half a second behind, so I don't think he's going to catch us before the end, I don't think. And as we accelerate for lap 17, well, as I say that, Jules de Russell has in fact not only caught us, but he's got past us. But of course, don't forget, we are now going to get some ERS and possibly some DRS as well. So we should get a nice run on Jules de Russell here. We're going to the outside of Jules. Let's see if we can get past. Yes, we do. We got DRS as well. So it's like taking candy from a baby, and we have done it. As we accelerate forward to lap 18, it's the last lap of the race. Maxi Boy Verstappen has crossed the line. He's won the race. We are going to finish in 9th position at the moment. Yes, 21 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. Yes, 21 seconds. But more important than that, we are 1.3 seconds ahead of Jules de Russell. We're about to cross the line and get some more important points for this championship. Well, it's not our championship campaign. We've got no chance of winning in the car that we're in, but we are got a good chance of getting points, and we just done it again. 9th position. More points for the hooks. Oh my goodness. And it's an embarrassment of riches once again, lads. Because we get driver of the day as well. Driver of the... Well, I think I deserve that, to be honest. Anyway, there we go there. Maxi Boy, where's the girls hugging? Where's the girls hugging? Codemasters, you're disappointing me now. I want the girls hugging. And I don't know why I'm still using this stupid voice. Anyway, Maxi Boy Verstappen. Yes, the race winner. Well done, Maxi. Well done indeed. Yes, he now crowd surfs into it. Oh, there's the girlies, but they're not together. There's the... Disappointed. And we got a shake of the wrist, though, from Maxi Boy. Look at that. Fantastic. At least that's something. Up onto the podium he goes. Up onto the top step. Yes. He says, I've done it. And we've got Lando Norris. I'm not mentally strong enough. In second place. I'm never going to let you forget that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. As he wins the World Championship in 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 31, 32. And there, of course, is Adrian Newey still in his Red Bull overalls. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. Okay, let's go to a replay. Of course, it was Logan's Privates that didn't finish the Grand Prix. So let's have a look and see what happened to Logan's Privates. There he is. I think it's going to be an engine blowout. Let's have a look and see what happens. Going down the long straight. And yes, the engine's blown. You can't quite see it from that camera view, so we'll flip the camera around, and there it is. There it is. The engine has exploded on the Williams. And that's it for Logan's Privates. Out of the Grand Prix as he pulls off into the escape road. Yes, oh dear, and that graphical effect has happened again. Sort it out, Codemasters, for God's sake, sort it out. Anyway, so there's the results there. Maxi Boy got 26 points because he got the fastest lap as well. That's all been abolished now, of course. We got 2 points. Fantastic. In the championship now, Maxi Boy is still in the lead by 377 points. He's 81 points clear of Lando Norris. We're still in 8th position with a very respectable 104 points, as to be said. And we're 6th in the Constructors. So it's time for the next Grand Prix now. It's time for the Singapore Sling. And just look at our performance contract. That white line is telling us that we are awesome. Absolutely awesome. Anyway, practice has been completed at Singapore and we got 800 resource points this time. Very, very generous. Now, has our rating gone up? Let's have a look and see if it has. And no, not really. Just a little bit. Very, very stingy. Very, very stingy indeed.
It is one of our great cinematic settings of the season. Welcome to Singapore. We're under the floodlights with the walls close and pole position up for grabs.
So here we go, and unfortunately it's raining at Singapore. Well, it's always raining at Singapore. We're on intermediates though, so it's not too bad. We're crossing on at the moment and we're third, but we're 2.8 seconds behind the leader. Oh dear, as we accelerate forward now to just about 7 minutes left of qualifying, and we've gone out on the full wet, and that has been a major disastrous decision. Even though it looks like it's full wet weather, it isn't, and we are not doing very well whatsoever. So I think we're going to abandon this and come back and go back onto the intermediates, I think, yes. Because it is not looking good out there. The car is going all over the show, to be honest. Other cars have gone out on full wets, but it's not wet enough. It is not wet enough. That's what she said. Anyway, God. We pull into the pits. Yes. Quickly, Dave. Quickly. So hopefully no one will notice that comment. No one will notice that comment. So here we go then. Qualifying's now been completed. We're almost a second up. We're only in 19th place though. We've gone back onto the intermediates. And we're about to cross the line now. And where do we end up, lads? Where do we end up? We ended up in 17th position. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. Considering the wet conditions. I'll take it. So there you go then. Maxi Boy got pole position. And look, there was George of the Russells on full wets as well. But that just didn't work, did it? Didn't work. And we ended up in 17th place. Our teammate finished up in 15th place. Oh, God.
The spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, something of an endurance race ahead with the notorious sauna-like temperatures for the drivers. It makes it a very physical contest out there. Welcome back to Marina Bay for the Singapore Grand Prix. One of the interesting things about this circuit was the fact that we went under the grandstand. Well, not at the moment. The track layout has been reduced to 3 miles. Turns 16 and 19 are lost for the moment. We now have a straight there. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Leclerc, Sainz, Magnussen, Russell, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Stroll, Bottas, Albon, Hollywood, Sargent, Ocon, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Joining me for this one is Naomi Schiff. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going? Well, this is the most advanced sport anywhere on the planet. How's it changed since you were last racing?
It is certainly an interesting time in this set of regulations because, as you know, when a new set of regulations come out, everything changes and you always wonder who's got it right. Well, we know that Red Bull are the ones who really got it right the last couple of years. But now you can see the rest of the grid slowly start to catch up, and there's really only so much left for Red Bull to get out of these regulations. So it is interesting, and the pack are catching up.
You know, this first bit should now be a drinking game. Can Dave stop in his box? And the answer to that is yes, he bloody well can. I can't believe it. Anyway, it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons clear mode. And we say go, go, go. And it's, here we go. From 17th place, we've got our teammate ahead of us. Look at this battery policy is going very, very aggressively around the outside of Yuki Tsunoda. But we're going down the inside of a huge amount of cars. There's one braking very, very heavily there into turn 1. And we're up into the points. And we got 2 Ferraris in front of us. It's Leclerc and, of course, Carlos Sainz, his teammate. Oh my goodness, can we get past these Ferraris? Oh, he does an audacious move down the inside. That's illegal. I thought that was illegal. Come on, Huxter, that was definitely illegal. But he did try and get past the Ferraris, but just not the correct way. But I don't know, I'm not quite sure if he's going to dive down inside Leclerc here. He is, and he's trying to go for Sainz, but not quite managing it. What about his next turn? He can't because the other Ferrari is off to the right hand side, so he's got to give him space. Usually he does a very, very late dive bomb there, but he was okay. He couldn't do it. So there you go. 9th position once again for the Huxter at the Singapore Sling. Yes, we have split the Ferraris straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. They have been spit roasted. Spit roasted. Anyway, continuing. Hold it together, Huxter. Hold it together. You're supposed to be a serious YouTube... No, that's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Anyway, here we go then. Both the Ferraris now. We are in the middle of a Ferrari sandwich. Yes, and we are loving it. We are loving it right now. 9th position for us. Carlos Sainz ahead of us, just shy of a second ahead. Charles Leclerc just shy of half a second behind us. So let's see if we can catch up. Now, of course, Hamilton's holding up Sainz and Gasly is holding up Hamilton. This is the opportunity that we need to see if we can catch him. Well, I say catch him. We are, of course, in the Green Hornet. So catching any car is quite a feat, it has to be said. But we will give it our all because, of course, as the DRS has been enabled, there's an old saying that goes around here that says that we never give up and we never surrender. And look at this, we've actually got up to Sainz and we're going down the inside of Sainz and we've done it. Yes. Oh my goodness, up into 8th place. Our next target is Lulu Hamilton, who has still got Gasly as we accelerate forward in lap 2. She's going to lap 3. Hamilton, unfortunately, has pulled a little bit of a gap out on us. Carlos Sainz is incandescent with rage because we got past him and he's going to try desperately to try and see if he can re-overtake the position, but we are slowly catching Hamilton as we accelerate forward in lap 5, going to lap 6, and there you go, you can see that we have got Pierre Gasly, because Hamilton's actually got straight past Gasly and he's actually pulling away in front now, 2.9 seconds ahead, but we are definitely catching Pierre Gasly. Can we get into 7th place? Can we get into 7th place? Here we go, lap 6. I think we're going to go for a move on Gasly. Oh my goodness, that was tight, very, very tight. We have to see if we can go around the outside of Pierre Gasly. He's on the medium tyre, so we have got the advantage here at the moment. Well, kind of an advantage. We've done 6 laps on these reds, so they're starting to look pretty old now, but we've done it. And we got past as we accelerate forward on lap 8, and we got some flags, waving flags, and wait, it says green flags. But no, there's a car slowing down. I can see on the mini-map once again. Who is it going to be? It's Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah, it's Yuki Tsunoda. Reminds me of that old 70s song, Yui Sharona. Anyway, here we go then. Lap 9, going past the pits. Cars have actually come in for their pit stops before we have. Usually we're the first to come in, but no, other cars have come in. So we've made it up to 4th position. Don't get too excited. Yes, it's just a net 4th because we've got to come in for our pit stop. And here we go. In for our pit stop we go, and we've already dropped places down. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We were in, was it 8th position or 7th? I can't quite remember. But we will see how it all pans out towards the end of the Grand Prix. In we come for our stop then. Once again, we're going to go onto the yellow sidewall tyre, of course, as we always do. Thank you, lads. Yes, yes. Chuck 'em on, chuck 'em on, chuck 'em on. Yes. Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan. And we've done it. We have done it. Still in 17th place at the moment. Lance Stroll is behind. Have we jumped Stroll in the pits? Have we? I'm not quite sure. He may have been ahead of us. Or he may have been behind us. I can't quite remember. Anyway, we rejoin the pits now. And we are in 18th position. And Carlos Sainz is ahead of us. No, you bastard. Carlos Sainz has somehow jumped us as we're about to go past the pits. Other cars are now coming. Our teammates come in. Valtteri Bottas, Esti Bestia has come in as well. And we've got up into 13th place now. 13th position. Yes, I think those early stoppers have actually shafted us. They really have, and I don't think we're going to resume the position that we had as we now accelerate for lap 12. Sort of just over half distance. Going past the pits once again. More cars are coming in. Logan's Private is in. The Honey Badger is in as well. And we're up in... Oh, no, it's 8th position. Yes, look, there's a confirmation. Carlos Sainz did jump us in the pit stop cycle. I cannot believe it. Someone send him off to Williams as we accelerate for lap 15. Yes, lap 15. No chance of catching a Ferrari in the Green Hornet, unfortunately. 10 seconds up the road he is now. But we are still in a very respectable 8th place for our almost slowest car in the field. And Lance Stroll is behind us as we accelerate for lap 18. In the very, very latter stage of this Grand Prix now. And as you can see, Lance Stroll is going to go for a move. He's right in the rearview mirrors. In fact, I think he may have made a little collision with us at the rear end. I think, yes. I think he's blown our doors off as we accelerate forward now to the last lap of the race. And that's it. Maxi Boy Verstappen has won the race. And once again, we are going to cross the line in 8th position. Fantastic. Yes. Some more points for our campaign. It's not really a championship campaign. I don't think there's any chance of winning in a Sauber. Unless I turn the difficulty down to 0, then I could do it, yes. But even then I might struggle. But trust me, it's not on 0. Anyway, come on, ladies. Hugging, ladies. Hug, ladies. Hug. But, bothered about men hugging, am I? Bloody hell. There's Maxi Boy. He's won the race. He doesn't care who hugs. Just so long as he's the winner, as he... Croucher, look, there they are again. But no, they need to be hugging each other, not Maxi Boy Verstappen. Is he going to get a shake of the wrist? Are we going to get... Come on, Maxi. Come on, Max. Yep. No. He said not twice in one video. I'm an old man now. There's Fernando Alonso. Look at it. Talking about old men. There he is. Teflonzo. Up on the podium. In an Aston Martin, fantastic. And there are the boys and girls who disappointingly are not hugging each other. Well, the girls anyway. I'm not interested if the men are, I'm not that way. I'm really not that way. Anyway, time now for the champagne. So, who was the loser it was, of course, Yuki Tsunoda. I think it's going to be an engine. It is an engine blow up. There it is. The engine on his Red Bull Racing AlphaTauri, whatever it was bloody called last year. I can't. Oh my goodness, that was very, very close. It almost got wiped out there by my own teammates. Yes, but anyway, it's okay. It's okay. And he pulls off the circuit after his engine has blown up. Yes. Never mind, you can get some cash out the machine and get that fixed. Maxi Boy, 25 points. Hookster, 4 points in 8th position. So in the championship standings now, we can see Maxi Boy still in the lead. 88 points now ahead of Lando Norris as we're approaching the final rounds of this championship. As to be said, we're in 9th place now with 108 points. We've just been overtaken, I do believe, by Checo Perez in the sister Red Bull. To be overtaken by a Red Bull, though, I'll take that. And twice on Sundays. And Valtteri Bottas is in 8th because he's a loser. 18th position, absolute bloody loser. Unbelievable scenes. In fact, you can almost say biblical scenes right now. And we're 6th in the constructors. Well, there you go. Another exciting episode. The all season has been completed. And apparently we've lost something. We're behind Sergio Perez. Oh, whoopsie bloody doo-doo. Whoopsie bloody... Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And yes, of course, there will of course be more later. Where's F125?